Hey guys, so today I am doing my May wrap-up, and I have not done one of these before because during the school year I don't read enough books throughout the month to warrant a whole video on it. But I read 8 books and a novella this month, so I figured I can just show you what I read and give little mini reviews on them. So the first book I read is Unravel Me by Tehana Mafi, and I'm actually going to talk about Shatter Me as well, even though I read that last month, but just so I can talk about the series as a whole. So here is Shatter Me. This series is about a girl named Juliet, and she has a lethal touch. When she touches people, they die. It's just about her journey, and it's dystopian, so the world is, crap. Shatter Me I gave 4 out of 5 stars in Goodreads, but honestly it was more of 3.5 stars. I thought it was okay. I had heard a lot of stuff about people saying it was so good, so I think I was expecting a lot more than I got. I like the story and I like the idea and I like the world, but I cannot stand Juliet. She's horrible. I hated her, and I couldn't stand reading from her point of view because she was so weak and whiny, and I also did not like Adam. I thought he was boring and just really uptight. And the most enjoyable character of this book was actually Warner for me, even though I hated him. He was evil, but he was interesting. And then the next book is Unravel Me, and this one was better. I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars, and I would say it was 4 out of 5 stars. I still didn't love it because Juliet was still annoying, and I just didn't like reading from her point of view. And then I read Unite Me, which is 2 novellas. It is Destroy Me and Fracture Me, and then it also has Juliet's journals. And I really loved Destroy Me. That is from Warner's point of view, and you kind of get a look inside of his head and see why he is the way that he is, and you understand him a bit more. And then Fracture Me is from Adam's point of view, and it was pretty good, but I don't like Adam, so Juliet's journals were pretty cool too. And I gave this 4 out of 5 stars as well. And then the last book is Ignite Me, and I gave this 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I really loved this book. I thought it was really great. I thought it was a great wrap up to the series, even though I didn't like the first 2 books that much. I just thought this one was beautiful, and it really redeemed the series for me. This one has a lot more Warner in it, and I think he's the redeeming quality of the series for me. And you understand him a lot more in this book. Juliet was so much more bearable in this book. I actually came to like her in this book. She, took hold of her powers and realized that she's not some damsel in distress, and that she has power and she is strong and she can fend for herself, and she really learned that in the series. And I thought it was really good. And I also really love Kenji in this book. I liked him throughout the whole series, but I just thought he was really funny, and I liked him and Juliet's relationship in this book, and yeah, I thought this one was very good. The next book I read this month was Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins, and I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. It was so great and so cute, and I loved it. And this book is about a girl named Anna, and she goes to a boarding school in Paris, and she's not wanting to go. She's kind of dreading it, having to leave her friends and go to a city that she doesn't know, and she doesn't know any French. Then she meets Etienne St. Clair. He's very attractive, and she makes friends with his friends, and so then she ends up liking Paris because she has friends there, and she likes Etienne, and she explores the culture a bit, and her and Etienne become very close, and it's super cute and adorable and wonderful, and the pacing is beautiful and the setting is wonderful. It's just it feels like you're in Paris when you're reading this, and it's great, and Etienne St. Clair is perfect. Literally perfect. The next book I read this month is If I Say by Gail Forman, and I've been wanting to read this for a while, and now it's becoming a movie coming out in August, so I definitely want to read it. And I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and I thought it was a really beautiful story. This is about a girl named Mia who has a really bright future. She's gonna go to Juilliard for music, and she has a wonderful boyfriend named Adam. And then her and her family get in a car accident, and she has an out-of-body experience, and she's in a coma and has to decide if she wants to stay in the world or go on. I thought it was really beautiful, and I liked the characters a lot. I don't think I liked the way it was written that much, just because it's written in flashbacks a lot, and that just feels a little bit weird to me, but I did like it quite a bit. The next book I read this month is Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins, and this book was so cute, and I gave this 5 out of 5 stars too. I didn't like it as much as Anna and the French Kiss, but I still really loved it. This is the book that comes after Anna and the French Kiss. It's not really a sequel because it's different characters, but Anna and Etienne are in this, and I screamed when I read their names because I was so excited. But this is about a girl named Lola, and she lives in San Francisco, and then she has a neighbor named Cricket Bell, and they have some history, and it's just kind of like them rekindling, and it's very cute, and I love the pacing of this book as well. And I think Stephanie Perkins just knows how to write boys. They feel real and wonderful and great, and Lola was a bit out there, but I really enjoyed reading from her perspective. I just thought she was really cute, and I just really like this book. The next book I read this month was Beautiful Darkness by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. And I actually read a little bit of this a couple months ago, and I stopped reading it because I was quite bored with it, and I was in school, so I kind of just wanted to read something that was more fast-paced so I could get through it while I was doing my schoolwork. And then I finished it this month, and I was still bored with it until like the last 80 pages I enjoyed. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I liked Beautiful Creatures. I gave that 4 out of 5 stars, and I really liked it. This one was just a little bit boring for me. I didn't really like the way it was paced. It was just kind of like a bunch of nothingness, I thought. I still really loved the setting because I just really love Gatlin. I just think that's a really cool setting. And I like Ethan. Lena was really annoying in this book. And it was just kind of boring, but I am going to finish the series. I'm excited to read the other books in this series. And I have heard that this is the worst one of the series, so. The next book I read this month is Where She Went by Gail Forman, and this is the sequel to If I Stay, and I liked this more than I liked If I Stay. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, same rating as If I Stay, but I did like this more. This is from Adam's point of view, and it's after the accident. It has a lot of flashbacks in this as well, but I liked the way that this was done more, and I thought this was just really nice. And the last book I read this month was my favorite book of the month, and that is City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. This was so good. I can't even begin to tell you how good this book was. Mortal Instruments is one of my favorite series ever, and this is the 6th and final book in the series, and it was beautiful. And it's so huge, look at that. Mortal Instruments is about a girl named Clary who finds out that she's a shadow hunter, which are people that hunt demons, and she's just thrown into the world. And it's just action-packed and wonderful and has really great romance in it. Not only the main character's romance, but so many other romances that are just so adorable and great. I'm really sad that it's over with, but this was a great ending to the series. And it made me cry, and it made me laugh. It was a beautiful ending to the series. It was wonderfully wrapped up in the epilogue. Oh my god. The epilogue was so great. It was amazing. And I highly recommend the series if you haven't read it. It is so good. And I just think that it was very beautiful and amazing, and 5 out of 5 stars, and I love it. And that is all of the books that I read this month, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and leave a comment below telling me what books you read this month and what you enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!